Nature as a factory. We live in a capitalist market and money is the major driving force. Everyone tries to get the biggest bang for their buck. Using nature as a factory is no exception. Whether it's breeding livestock, planting trees, or fish farming, today's society attempts to obtain the highest profit. Our purpose in this video is to show how capitalism controls our economic goals and why nature plays a big part in it. Cattle are raised in a manner that produces the highest profit margin and thus are born, raised, and killed for that purpose. In other words, we aim to get the most value out of each single cow. From the beginning, female cows are artificially inseminated, eliminating the courting and mating process. When the baby calf is born, it is quickly weaned and injected with growth hormones to speed up its weight gain. The cattle are allowed to graze, but are fed on a corn and protein diet. Finally, when the cow reaches a point where the weight accumulation slows, the cow is slaughtered to minimize angst. Virtually every part of the cow is used in some way or another, maximizing its value as much as possible.
Trees share a similar fate as livestock. Timber is one of the most important resources on the planet, so it's a huge economic product for many countries. For these reasons, trees are grown and harvested in a manner to make the most profit. Forests consist of many different species of vegetation with no particular spatial patterns. However, the mechanical forest has species of trees that generate the most profit and are planted thus according to a grid system. The grid system allots the highest amount of trees in a given area. Also, it monitors the growth of trees so when they reach a certain age, they are cut down and replanted in the same fashion. The mechanical forest produces the greatest amount of trees in a given time frame and allows for continued plotting. Fish farming, or better known as aquaculture, is another example of using nature as a factory. Recently, there has been increasing awareness around the globe concerning the ocean's inability to feed the world due to advancements in fishing techniques and equipment. This practice has been detrimental to fish populations' sustainable yield. The human population is increasing, which leads to a greater consumption of fish and a greater decline in fish population. Aquaculture eliminates much of that. Therefore, aquaculture is profitable and beneficial at the same time.
Does viewing nature as a factory neglect some of the other dimensions it has? We control the lives of cattle because we gain profit from it. But are we right to dictate a cow's lifestyle and how long it lives? It's a tough question, but if it were not for humans, livestock would not survive without us. They lack the resources to survive and rely on humans for food and nurturing. Using forests, on the other hand, depends on a person's feelings. While timber is a crucial natural resource, it can be noted that forests are stripped down from their original state and their holistic beauty is changed. The biodiversity and multitude of vegetation is eliminated in favor for one single species. Aquaculture focuses on breeding and raising a single species of aquatic food. Does choosing one particular species to be used for feeding our growing population benefit us more than allowing our current fishing practices to continue? It ultimately depends on a person's beliefs and how they view nature as a result. We asked some people a number of questions regarding these issues at hand.
Disagree. I'll say agree.
Strongly agree.
Out of a poll of 82 people, 6% strongly agreed, 54% agreed, 35% disagreed, and 5% strongly disagreed that it's fair for humans to determine a cow's lifespan for economic profit.
Disagree.
I'd agree.
I disagree.
55% disagree that economic trade-offs for harvesting timber outweigh the aesthetic beauty, while 24% agreed, 17% strongly disagreed, and 4% strongly agreed.
Agree.
I agree. Agree.
60% agreed that fish farming would help feed the world's growing population, while 19% disagreed, 15% strongly agreed, and 6% strongly disagreed.
I'm gonna go with just a normal agree on that one.
Strongly agree.
I don't think it changes our understanding. I think it helps us justify manipulating nature.
The last question that we asked was whether or not people thought economic gain changed our understanding of how nature is used and shaped. 52% agreed, 35% strongly agreed, 9% disagreed, and 4% strongly disagreed.